Okay, so we've all done it, right? You're standing there in the kitchen, staring into the pantry, just desperate for a quick beauty fix. And you see that cheap staple, maybe it's a bottle of cleaner, maybe it's some white powder, and you think, is this the secret ingredient?
Please tell me you haven't actually put drain cleaner on your face.
Mostly hypothetical. But honestly, no judgment if you, the listener, have. We're all trying to cut corners. Today, our mission is to do a deep dive into these common, seemingly harmless things people put on their skin. The stuff that's actually kind of toxic, even when you think you're helping. We're cutting through all that noise from the DIY trends.
And to really get why some of these household items are doing actual harm, we have to start with the core science of your skin. I mean, we know the skin is the body's largest organ, but
Right.
the face is protected by something really incredible and really misunderstood.
Okay, let's unpack that. It's a shield, right? It's called the acid mantle.
Exactly. And when we talk about balanced skin, we are not talking about a neutral pH of 7. That's pure water. Your skin is naturally a little bit acidic. It's supposed to be right between a pH of 4.5 and 5.5.
And that acidity, that's not a flaw, it's a feature. It's like a built-in defense system. Why does it need to be acidic, though?
Because your face is covered in a massive living army. We're talking over 1 million friendly microbes on every single square centimeter of your skin. It's a whole protective ecosystem.
And they like that acidic environment.
They thrive in it. They're your first line of defense against, well, everything.
So if you put something on your skin that messes with that perfect, slightly acidic pH, you're essentially poisoning the well for your own army.
Precisely. You kill off the friendly bacteria, you create the wrong environment, and then the pathogenic, unfriendly bacteria take over. And that leads to redness, rashes, acne, dryness, all the stuff you were trying to fix in the first place.
It is the ultimate sabotage. Okay, let's jump into the first wave of, chemical warfare people launch against their own faces, the pH assault.
Yeah, and people forget the pH scale isn't like a volume dial, it's exponential. When you shift the pH by just 1 point, you're not just changing it a little. The change in strength is staggering.
Okay, let's start with the one with the biggest cult following. Apple cider vinegar. People swear by it as a toner. But undiluted, that stuff is intensely acidic.
You're putting it mildly. Undiluted ACV is usually around a pH of 2 to 3. For your face, that is, that's approaching corrosive levels. The irritation is instant, but the damage to that acid mantle is the real problem.
I mean, there was this almost comedic story I read about its potency. Someone tried using ACV to kill weeds in their lawn. They sprayed it, and it didn't just kill the weeds, it killed all the grass in 2 days.
Wow.
That's how strong it is.
Right, so if you absolutely must use it, the key is dilution. Serious dilution. We're talking like 1 single teaspoon of ACV in a full 8 ounces of water. That's how much you need to dilute it to even stand a chance.
Okay, now let's swing hard to the other end of the spectrum. From super acidic to super alkaline. Let's talk about baking soda.
Baking soda. It has a pH of 9. That means it's 100 times more alkaline than neutral water and hundreds of times more alkaline than your skin's happy place.
You said earlier that the acid mantle is like the fertile soil for your microbiome. So what happens when you rub baking soda all over it?
You destroy the soil, you raise the pH so high the good microbes just die off, and your skin immediately freaks out, becomes tight, inflamed, and it tries to compensate by producing way too much oil, which leads to breakouts. It's just a complete system breakdown.
So you think you're deep cleaning, but you're really just screaming at your skin to produce more oil and panic. All right, so if that's the pH problem, let's pivot to things that are bad because of their concentration, or when you use them, like in the sun. This is where we get into the whole photosensitivity issue.
The classic offenders here are citrus juices, lemon, lime, and also bergamot essential oil, which is in a surprising number of perfumes.
And people use lemon juice thinking they're going to brighten their skin right before they go outside.
And that is just a disaster waiting to happen. Citrus has chemicals that react very violently with UV light. It causes a serious condition called phytophotodermatitis.
Phytophotodermatitis. Okay, say that 3 times fast.
It's just a fancy term. Phyto is plant, photo is light, dermatitis is inflammation.
So plant plus light inflammation.
Yeah, you got it. You get these horrible chemical burns that can last for weeks. You're basically trading a pimple for, I don't know, a permanent tan line shaped like a lemon slice.
Not a good trade.
Not at all. And that issue of concentration leads right to our next group.
Yeah.
The overcool crew of essential oils, like cedarwood or even tea tree oil.
I think people hear natural and they just automatically assume it means gentle.
And that is such a powerful and dangerous marketing message. Nature is often incredibly potent. Essential oils are highly, highly concentrated chemical cocktails. They're way too strong for the delicate skin on your face.
So if you are drawn to them, you have to test a tiny, tiny area first. That's critical.
Absolutely, you have to. But honestly, most experts just say keep them off your face entirely.
Okay, now for something I'm genuinely confused by. Toothpaste. Why did this ever become a thing for zapping spots?
It's the drying effect, but the problem is simple. Toothpaste has harsh chemicals, hydrogen peroxide, fluoride designed to get stains off the hard enamel of your teeth. Your facial tissue is not meant to handle that.
So, skip the dental aisle for skincare. What should people be looking for instead?
So there are much better science-backed options, a good topical vitamin C serum, or even the active chemical that's an aspirin. They target inflammation without, being designed for calcified surfaces.
Next up, the worst self-sabotage routine for acne. The sterilization trap.
Yeah.
This is your rubbing alcohol and your hydrogen peroxide.
This one is so counterintuitive. Rubbing alcohol is designed to kill everything. It's an antimicrobial, which means it just wipes out your beneficial microbiome. And once you've sterilized that surface...
You've created a vacuum.
Exactly. And that allows the unfriendly bacteria, the ones that cause rosacea and acne, to just overgrow and take over the empty space.
So the more you sterilize your face,
the sicker your skin will ultimately become. And this also applies to, facial creams and lotions that use alcohol. They just dry your face out completely.
And what about hydrogen peroxide?
Just way too strong. It's highly oxidizing, which causes cellular aging and corrosion. It doesn't just kill the good microbes. You run a real risk of actually bleaching your skin. It's for cleaning a wound, maybe once, not for your daily routine.
Okay, final one in this section. The daily habit a lot of us get addicted to. The daily scrub. Those physical exfoliants with the little beads you use every morning.
Yeah, the misconception here is that healthy skin has to be sterilized and squeaky clean. But when you use those hard scrubs every single day, you are physically scraping away your acid mantle and your microbiome.
I can personally attest to this from high school. The more I scrubbed my face, the redder and more irritated it got. And the more acne I had, I was just stripping my natural barrier away.
That is the classic outcome. A gentle exfoliation once in a while is fine, but daily aggressive scrubbing is just promoting the very inflammation you're trying to solve.
All right. We've talked about what irritates the surface, what messes up the pH. Now we need to get serious and talk about things that don't just irritate. They actively stop your skin from working. They can cause, profound internal damage.
This is where we need to stress extreme caution. These are very potent chemicals.
First, a quick but really important warning about hair dye. Specifically, using it on your eyebrows or eyelashes.
Hair dye is formulated to be incredibly strong, incredibly toxic, to color tough hair shafts. The danger is how close it is to your eyes. If that dye leaks, it can cause severe eye damage, even blindness. The risk just isn't worth it.
And that brings us to the most complex and critical part of this whole deep dive. Topical steroids. These are so common, they're prescribed for mild irritation, and people use them so casually with no idea what they're doing to their skin.
That casual use is the real danger. A topical steroid is a synthetic steroid. It's a powerful anti-inflammatory. Its job is to literally suppress your immune system's response right on that patch of skin. That's why the redness goes away so fast.
It's a quick fix because it just shuts down the alarm system. But what happens over time with repeated use, especially on the thin skin of the face?
The long-term effects are catastrophic. The steroid stops the basic biological process of renewal. It literally halts the production of collagen and new skin cells. This leads to a severe thinning of the skin. It can become, paper thin.
Paper thin, like you can see through it.
Exactly. You start to see the blood vessels underneath because the structure has atrophied. It's lost its integrity. And because the immune system is suppressed, you get severe redness that looks like rosacea, you can get stretch marks, and you often see dramatic changes in pigment, either losing color or getting dark patches.
So that quick fix for a little irritation is fundamentally wrecking the engine of your skin. If you are using any kind of topical steroid on your face repeatedly, you really need to be talking to a specialist. Immediately.
Absolutely.
So what does all of this mean? The key lesson here seems to be that your skin isn't a surface to be sterilized or scrubbed into submission. It's a living ecosystem. Your goal should be preservation, not destruction.
And there are a couple of other bonus factors that affect that facial microbiome that are worth thinking about.
Like the very water we wash our faces with.
Right. Filtering your shower water is a really good idea. Tap water usually has chlorine and fluoride, which are designed to kill organisms. So, guess what they do to your skin's friendly microbe army?
They damage it.
They damage it. And finally, makeup. Something most people put on every day for hours at a time.
You have to be mindful of the ingredients.
Especially fragrances. Try to opt for makeup that's chemical-free and fragrance-free. Fragrances are known to be highly toxic to your skin's beneficial microbes. It's just another assault on your tiny army.
It all comes back to that tiny army, that ecosystem. If your skin is a mini garden, maybe the secret to great skin isn't finding some new miracle cure, but quitting the cures you already have.
Think about that. Maybe the real beauty hack is just leaving the pantry door closed.
Food for thought. We will see you on the next deep dive.